as well. Many things are common for PACS set and 009 core, which are number of transactions, settlement methods, credit transfer information, this is clearing, payment type, local instrument, settlement amount, date. These are same. The basic example also same. Previous instruction agent said correspondence are same, intermediaries are same, data which are not same. I will stop there. Otherwise everything is same. Purpose also we saw remittance information field 72. Okay, these things we have explained sometime before. If you remember, underlying customer credit transfer, which is nothing but PACS 008. Okay, now this is important here. Underlying customer credit transfer element is used when the PACS 009 financial institution credit transfer message is being utilized to cover the PACS 008 FI2FI customer credit transfer. The information contained within this nested element related to directly to the information exchange between instructing agent and instructed agent from the first bank to the last bank. Okay, FI to FI PACS 008 FI2 customer credit information compared with the legacy MT202 cover. Okay, so what it mentioned that exactly replica of this one. Exactly replica of this one is your PACS 009 PACS 002, which we have just now explained. Okay, so this is only we have explained sometime before, and this is the example we have saw. Okay, we already explained this example that debtor initiate a payment instruction is the debtor agent, which is number one here. It is received by bank debtor agent A, initiate a payment using the cover method, creditor agent D. So PACS 008 has been initiated and it is status message. When I'm saying PACS 008, this one initiated, which we have just now explained, and you are getting status message for this one. At the same time, in parallel of debtor agent A, initiate a covering payment to credit agent D. So this agent D, a covering payment is initiated, which is routed from bank B, bank C to the D. In parallel to debtor agent, become creditor agent, cover payment, PACS 009, role changes, cover payment with become debtor who become the creditor of the payment, PACS 009 cover. Agent A role has also changes in cover payment where it become debtor. Agent A now become debtor and B become the creditor. It become debtor where agent A account with corresponding bank in B become debited. Okay, so this is debited, and from B debited it credited to C. Agent B process the payment to agent C. Agent C receives the payment and credit account to agent D as a creditor. Okay, same flow we have explained sometime before. So nothing has been changed. Same thing. Agent 5 produces an end of the day statement. Okay, so we also discuss end of the day statement and optional real time notification, which is CAMT54. Okay, so agent C is CAMT54, and if customer required, that is CAMT53. Agent D, now this last is important. Agent D reconcile the covering funds and credit the account of the creditor and may optionally provide notification. Okay, so this word is important. Credit reconcile. It is reconcile with PACS 008 and PACS 009 cover. Okay, so that is important. So we already repeated. Come again. MT103. Yeah, yeah. Two to cover. Yes. At the same time here. At the same time, initial sender is sending 202 cover and MT103 at the same time. Exactly same example is this one. Okay. Because cover will take some time to receive because it is navigating through many agents bank, because this is in front of you only three banks are there, but there are sometime in the chain where 10-15 banks are there. Okay, so that time cover will receive very late, but our agent D, which is the ultimate creditor, should know that payment is receiving, right? So your PACS.008 come first. Okay, then a payment is in, then actual amount will be deposited. For example, your WhatsApp message that you have reached. Okay, no, I will just, the example is not correct. Sometimes you want to send payment to a friend which is not UPI by RTGS and EFT. That time, what you do, you send a screenshot. Okay, I have done the payment. Okay, but payment will reach after 2-3 hours. But you say a screenshot, right? So what that screenshot is, that is do a reconciliation, whether correct amount is sent and same is received by you or not. That is the same observation is here also. Correct. Always to. Okay. Now I will put one more sentence here. Try to understand. MT202 or PACS.009 can be sent alone. Understood? But if you want to send MT202 cover or PACS.009 cover, you have to initiate it MT103 and PACS.008 together with that. Understood the sentence? Okay. So this is, yes, for 103, 101 is initiating. Same here. Okay. Yes. And 202 contains the actual payment. Yeah, MT103 is announcement only. So I will not recommend you to say dummy message, whereas never Swift guidelines say dummy message, because correct terminology should be used, right? So it is actual message only, but it doesn't have information of crediting the payment to credit. Okay. Amount is there, everything is there. Because how do you reconcile it then? Yeah, amount is there. Everything is there, but we can say that it is not authority. Like your WhatsApp message, right? You send screenshot, but that doesn't prove that your payment is received or not, right? It is only information when you send a screenshot to anyone that your payment has been sent, right? That is just for reconciliation. Okay. So that is this. Okay. So try to understand here. Um, C is the last correspondence for the bank. Okay. So C payment has been reached because ultimate aim is that C act as a correspondence for D. Okay. So what D will get information that your payment has been reached to us, and that's why we are generating a CAMT 53 for you. That is the case here. Okay. But still payment is received in bank D. Okay. CMT will also go customer statements. Oh, yes. Now I have explained you this flow. I would like to explain you this flow also. This will be finished then. Okay. Both things are same. I already explained now. Only thing is that instead of MT202, imagine here PACS.009 cover. Okay. So only imagine PACS MT202 cover, and imagine here MT103 announcement. Okay. Now I will try to read the sentence so you understand. Leave the name of the example, but just try to understand what I'm saying. After the introduction of the analysis Swift cover serial payment, we are now looking at the concerned example of MT103 announcement and MT202 cover payment. In the first article, we perform. Swift MT202 sent by, okay. Now from here the initial stand Swift MT202 cover sent by BNP Paribas. So at the bottom, can you see sender is 50A and the sender's initial sender is BNP Paribas is the bank name BNP Paribas. Okay, just a minute. Okay, now correspond. Okay, BNP Paribas to its correspondent. So initial sender BNP Paribas. So correspondence is Wells Fargo. Can you see the term, the name Wells Fargo here? So that is the first correspondence, which is sender's correspondence. And here it is not mentioned clearly, but here also correspondence is involved there. B is a correspondence for A and C is correspondence for D. Okay, like this. So now we want to know where the first payment of Swift was received and how it is forwarded to next forwarding agent in the article. Okay, now come to here. It is important to note that we are now looking at the second Swift MT202 cover. It is sent from the Wells Fargo. Payment is sent from the Wells Fargo to BNP Paribas. Well, Wells Fargo sent to bank hold institution in USD. Okay, single word for this that Wells Fargo and Bank of New York Mellon both are present in the US. Okay, and they hold account USD. That's why they are both correspondent to each other. Okay, that's the one thing. They have same correspondence here. I will send you this PDF, but keep my word, keep it very simple because this is a very long text to understand also. It may take 1 or 2 minutes to explain you for this kind of question. So I explain like this only, which I explained just now you. Okay, sender's correspondent, receiver's correspondent, CSM is involved between that, announcement has been sent. We have to reconcile the payment. Okay, that thing clearly you have to explain. And if you remember the field you have to explain in MT103, for example, that field 50A is a company, 58A is a receiver at the bank finally. Okay, and 59 is a person, that you know, right? 50 is a person or sender, 59 is a receiver person. Between that two banks are there, 58 is a receiving bank. Okay, and at the end we have to send MT9110 or 950 like statement messages which you have discussed earlier. And before that, announcements. Okay, keep in the same phenomena, keep in the same. This is only with very example explained here. I will recommend you to take your example, because you will take this example, right? You forgot what exactly flow you have to explain. Instead of that, explain that A, B, C, D banks are there and D and C are the last bank. Like this, you can explain here as well. But don't explain by these words. You will confuse when you explain. Not now. You read now correctly, but at the time of answering, you will confuse. MT103 announcement, MT cover payment message for the transfer. BNP Paribas is now forwarding the transfer to certain correspondent. This is very confusing statement. So I will not recommend you to keep in mind this example. Use your same example, like simple example. From HDFC Bank in India, you are sending payment to Citibank in Citibank in Japan, for example. And Japan and India don't have relationship with each other. Vostro nostro concept, we can say. That's why we are routing this payment to bank, which is mentioned as New York Bank, for example, as a correspondence bank between um, senders correspondent, receivers correspondence, and through this we are sending our MT202. Ultimately, they want to test your knowledge on correspondence here, announcement here, reconciliation here, fraud detection, and charges things. So that you have to explain nicely on that. And mostly this kind of things are going online only. I mean to say you have to explain verbally only. Uh, Priya, are you giving the interview virtually or in person? Virtually, na? Yeah, virtually is fine because I have given interviews personal as well. At that time, I have drawn these diagrams also. Okay, so that time is very tough to understand because we are virtually, right? So it's easy. But so this you can explain. I will not recommend you to understand the sender is instructed receiver is no, 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 no. It's very confusing and you will forgot whatever you know also. Okay, so but this document which I prepare just for detailed understanding purpose. Once you understand everything, then you can refer this one. But this is the question you have to answer: how this is work and how this is work. Okay, both are same. Okay, and mostly they will ask you to explain. Can you explain 202 cover? So that time you can say that. Can we explain PACS 009 or 202? So that time. Okay. Okay, this is the same again. Okay, more detailed example of this one. Okay, our first example is clear, so I don't want to explain you in detail. If I do that, again it's confusing. Now, tomorrow we'll start FI to FI status report, means we are going to start this one, PACS 002. Okay, tomorrow we are going to start PACS 002. Okay, or you want to continue today? I will continue. I will take more 15-20 minutes if you want. Go ahead, go ahead. M pen 001 is MT101, बरोबर. हाँ, correct.